What's up, guys? Welcome to oneilasmr. Appreciate y'all for coming to the channel. Make sure y'all smash the like, hit that subscribe, notification bell. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, tell me what y'all think of this video. This is a story time about why don't I see my oldest son. I'm gonna go into detail, tell y'all what's going on with that situation. So let's get right into it. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm going to be using this throughout the video because I'm not going to use it so much. I'm not going to be doing too much of the sounds right now because I want y'all to listen to this story because it gets deep. You know what I'm saying? So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So the reason why that I don't see my son is I'm gonna take y'all back. Let's say around this time my grandmother was living at the time. Like when me and his mom had a good relationship. Like everything was fine. You know, so we always did everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like we always had fun, this and that. Like I met her on the internet. But and then one day she just came to see me for like a week. She stayed with me for like a week, like a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was we picked her up from the airport, and then let's see what happened. Yeah, we picked her up. Everything was fine. Then maybe 2 years passed. I was helping her. I was trying to help her get a job. Like she wanted to move to North Carolina, so I said, "You could just stay with me. We could just do it together." Like she started going to college and everything. Like I was doing it. I was just trying to make her happy. You know what I'm saying? I was just basically being a nice guy. I guess she didn't appreciate me being nice. I don't know what the issue is, but so then when she went back to her city, this is before she had moved in, right? So she went back to fix all her stuff so she could move to North Carolina. So then she finally moved to North Carolina and she bought all her stuff. She even sent her car to North Carolina. And so I made sure I got her truck so nobody wouldn't steal it. I kept all her stuff that she sent. So then when she finally moved to North Carolina, she moved in, everything was fine, everything was good. We wasn't even arguing. I mean, what couple you know that doesn't argue, you know what I'm saying? So basically we had a good relationship. The relationship didn't go bad until my son came. It's like I can explain the details. Like at first I was living with my grandmother, but then I had moved out and got my own spot. And it's like when I did that, it's like when she was pregnant, she just started just doing the most, like the stuff that she was arguing about. I just didn't understand what was the reason of it. Like every time we have a argument, right? She would just call her mom and tell her about an argument. It could be the smallest thing. It could be, yo, why did you drop the mustard on the floor? I'm making this example, right? So it could be like this. dropped something on the floor and we arguing about it. She'll call her mom and say we arguing about mustard. That's how she was every time we have an argument. And it got to the point that my grandmother had to like step in sometimes. She was telling her, like, every time you call your mother or whatever the case, every time you have an argument, you telling your mother that's making your family not like him and stuff, which is facts though. I get what my grandmother was saying at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is facts. That's why I would never put my relationship, I would never go to my family and put my family into my relationship. That's just mess between me and her, not nobody else. So it got to the point that she just started doing it so much that her family was calling my phone, all dice and stuff. Man, that's when I tell y'all, I went through so much stuff, just like to the point that I was holding so much stuff in that I never even told her family. To the point that one time I had to tell them what was going on, like, and it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's to the point that like she just started complaining about everything. To the point it could be just me going to the store. Sometimes I would have to just go to my grandmother just to go to sleep. That's how bad it got. Like when she was pregnant, she just was like treating me like I was just a regular person on the street or something. That's how I was feeling. Like she was just doing the most, bruh. To the point that she had her whole family just started like calling my phone, leaving voicemails, and then when somebody respond, they try to make it seem like you the problem when they the one that's causing the issues. So then, right? So then, I put it behind me, right? So that's what I told her. We had a conversation, right? I was like, man, I just can't keep dealing with this, bro. So then, basically, she was saying that she wanted to have the baby in her state. I didn't have a problem with that, so she went back to her home state to have the baby. So I stayed in North Carolina for 4 months. At first I wasn't going because the communication had stopped. We had stopped communicating, like we wasn't calling each other like we used to. And then one day she just started like just calling me out the blue, asking me for money, asking me for this. And I was thinking to myself, where was all this energy when you was in North Carolina? When I was trying to help you, where was all this energy then? All of a sudden now you want my help. But when you was in North Carolina, you wanted to argue with me, you wanted to do the most. Like this, when I say this person just kept stretching me out to the point that I couldn't even like be around my family because I didn't want my family to see me stressed, like to the point like I just didn't even want to be around people, bro. Like I'm always just distance myself from people. It got that bad. So then I guess her and my mom had a conversation. I guess she was complaining to my mom about stuff. Whatever the case may be, I get like basically trying to butter my mom and stuff or whatever. One day, so she went and got an apartment, right? But she was asking me to give her $200. At first, I was against it because where was all this energy at that you was saying this and this and that, but then at the same time you asking me for money. Like you doing all this, but then when I turn around and ask me for money, the person that was trying to help you though. And then to the point that then my mom wanted me to give her $200. She wanted me to give my baby mama $200 for her deposit for an apartment, right? I think it was Topeka, Kansas. That's where she was from. So I went. So she wanted me to come to Kansas. So I came for like 2 years. I stayed in Kansas for like 2 years, y'all. 2 years. So the first year was cool. Like everything was cool. I was there when my son was born. My mom came to visit me when my son was born. Like it was good. Then
Hey, Dad.
what do you want? It's good seeing my daughter. It's like I don't know what she got going on, but I see lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So after my son was born and everything was, my mom came to visit and everything was going fine. Everything was going fine, right? Up until like she started like doing this, complaining, arguing with me about the littlest stuff. Like it was to the point that I couldn't even get a job down there. Like she was stressing me out so much. Like to the point, like I just didn't even wanna. Like bro, when I tell you, I didn't even want to be in the same house with her, bro. And this was after my mom had left. This happened after my mom left. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to always make sure the house is clean, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never been a bad father. I'm good with all my kids, so yeah, get that straight right now. I'm always there. Protect my kids no matter what. No matter if I'm mad at you or not, I'm still gonna be there for my kids. That's not the issue. The issue is she tries to make it seem like I'm not there just because I don't do a certain thing that she want me to do. That's because a person tell you no once in a while. Oh, they this big bad person. Like you the worst thing in the book, basically. You know how people is when you tell them no sometimes. They want to sit there and act like you the one in the room when they the one just doing the most. I'm trying to get this so respectful not to say certain stuff because, man, I went through a lot, bro, with my first baby mama. So then it got to the point that I had to like come back to North Carolina. Like I started working before I came back to North Carolina. I found a job, right, and I was bringing home like $1,700 like every week. I was working at this temp agency. I was making money like every day. So then when my son was born, she didn't wanna bring me to work. She didn't wanna drop me out to work. Nothing, bro. I had to ask people at the job to like bring me home, stuff like that. To the point that I just got tired of it. Like she just started doing the most. Like some stuff I just didn't understand, like where it was coming from. And then having people come to the house while I'm asleep, and I gotta go to work in the morning, all types of stuff. Having people around my son that I don't even know, bro. Man, I said it got so bad that I had to like call the police one time. To the point, like I just had to tell them, like, bro, they thought that I hit her. I didn't hit her at all. I just threw her stuff outside. So she tried to say that I hit, bro. Ain't nobody hit you, bro. And I have video proof of everything, so. And I showed the police everything. They was like, oh, you good, man? You didn't do nothing wrong. So I just said, that's the one thing I did was just throw her stuff outside in the parking lot because you're not about to sit there and play me and act like I did you wrong. And then let me tell you about this, right? So this is where it gets ugly, right? So I spent $2,000 on her truck because her truck needed a new transmission. So I went and paid for it and got it done for her so she can go back and forth to the doctor with my son. So then from that, she just like basically, I felt like she was just using me or something. I don't know. Like she was just doing the most to like try to get under my skin. That's how I felt. Like she was just. Alright guys, I'm back. I had family came to my house, so that's why I had to end the part. That certain part. I'm back finishing the video. So basically, she ended up like I caught her like she stole. I had some money sitting on the table, right? Cause I was planning on leaving, going back to North Carolina, right? I just remember like it was yesterday. I just remember I had got me a hotel, and then I had looked outside, and I had seen her mom come across the street. So basically, she gave her mom my money. Basically, I told her mom to pay her rent, the same money that I was supposed to get my plane ticket to go back to North Carolina. Ain't that crazy, y'all? So ever since like she did that, I just was like, I just distanced myself, because how can you trust a person like that? I can never again, bro. So basically, the relationship just got so bad to the point I just had to like distance myself. I mean, I was still sending money and stuff. But who wants to send money if you're not gonna let them see their child? Like, who does that? I don't know any person that wants to pay money, but then the mother don't wanna let you see the child. Like, who finna pay money, give you money if they're not seeing their child? Especially you keeping your child from the father. Like, who wants to deal with that? So that's the real reason why we don't got no communication. I ain't got no communication with my son whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Only time I really hear something is either he needs something or school or stuff like that. But any other time, she don't wanna let me see him, don't wanna let me talk to him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real reason why I don't get to see my son, not because of me, because I'm a good father. Because if I wasn't a good father, I wouldn't be able to take care of my other kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many times that I offered to, like, you know what I'm saying, like pay for the plane ticket and everything so many times, bro. And it's like, I did my part. So I always said when he get older, he's gonna realize this himself. if he start asking me a question, I'm just gonna tell him the truth. Cause I already know his mom and her family probably done fed him a bunch of information just because they don't like somebody or whatever the case may be. So check this out, right? So I went to Florida maybe 2 years ago, right? I went to Florida. So I had booked me a hotel for like a week. I took my kids to Disney World, right? So my girlfriend, she was visiting her family, and I was trying to just chill with my son the whole week. You know what I'm saying? So I let them do their thing, so I was gonna chill with my son. I tried to reach out. I even went on Facebook to try to reach out to her mom so I could get in contact with her to see my son. You know what I get? I get blocked or all kinds of stuff. Get no communication back. Or I get ignored. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason why I don't get to see my oldest son. Especially, I just don't understand, like, if a man wants to be in his child's life, like, what's the issue? I never understand why people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understand it. But some days I just wake up, just be like, I just be thinking about it every day. Just, man, I wish I could just talk to my son, see my son every day. I wake up just thinking about it, bro. Just imagine you got a son in the world that you can't see. Just imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I sometimes I just get real emotional about it just because it's like, that's my firstborn. It's like, my other kids be asking me questions, and it's like, it's only with so much I can tell them, you know. I don't know, man. I be trying my best not to show a certain side to my kids, because, you know what I'm saying, they don't really understand right now because they kids, you know, but I never sit there and tell my kids a lie, though, for sure. You know, it's crazy. I always said, like, whenever my son get enough age where he want to ask me questions, I'm going to tell him the truth. I just never understand, like, I did all that. And it's crazy because so many times I ask her whenever his birthday comes, just let me know. And I just fly down or whatever. So many times I said that, so many. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point that I had to, like, stop sending money because I don't know where the money going. I don't know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell my mom to start sending money just because we don't know where it's going. She not telling us nothing. She not calling, not answering the phone, nothing. Nothing, like no. When I tell y'all, no communication, especially if I'm trying to reach out, at least you can just respond, let me know what's going on, or something. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Some days I have my days. Sometimes I just be thinking, like, sometimes I just be wanting to just sit down and just cry, man. But I just gotta be strong for my kids, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me real sad. To the point that I just remember the stuff that my grandma always warned me about. And I wish I would have just listened to her back then, when I was younger back then. Now she was saying, everything she was saying, she was right. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? When y'all start having kids, y'all will understand it. Like, if y'all got kids, you will understand where I'm coming from. But if you don't, you like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna understand if you don't have kids yourself. You're just not gonna understand. So it's like, man, some days I just have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like calm myself down to the point I just have to, like, dang you, man, because some days I just try to stay busy and not think so much about it, because it's like, man, it be really bothering me though. Out of all people, it's happening to me. That's why I just don't never understand, like, what me, a person like me that love kids, wow, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Hopefully one day I get to see my son, you know. I haven't seen my son since he was 7 months, bro. And it's crazy because she always been the type to, like, make up lies and then tell my mom certain stuff. And then my mama called me and I have to tell my mom the truth, what really going on. Cause my mom be so confused. You know what I'm saying? And every time like, nah, she's lying, she don't tell you the truth. What's really been going on? Like, it's certain stuff, I just be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all watching, so that's the main reason why y'all don't see me with my older sons, because of that, not because of me. Because I would never, if it was the other way around, I would never stop my kids from seeing their mother just because I'm mad at them or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, like, they take it out on their kids, and they shouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually, when your child get old, they gonna end up hating you though. Especially if you lie to him about everything. You know what I'm saying? So I love all my kids, man. The same. You know what I'm saying? I never treat none of my kids different, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just be having when I have bad days, I just be thinking about my kids, man. Like, my kids is the world, bro. So, ever since all that stuff done happened, there's so much stuff, like she done did so much stuff, bro. Like, she done, I remember one time, her family had called me right after she had moved back. Her family was calling me, and they was asking me certain questions, and I was telling them what was going on. It was like, wow. Yeah, so our family didn't even know none of this stuff. We had to tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I just don't even want to be around nobody. If it ain't her or my son, we ain't got nothing to talk about, man, because I just don't want to deal with people's families, because she always try to, like, feed them BS, you know what I mean? And I just ain't got time for that, man. So that's the real reason why y'all don't see me with him. It's because of that reason, not because of me. It's because she doesn't allow me to. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the real fathers out there that's trying to be their kids, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so much stuff that I can tell you, bro. But some stuff I'm just not gonna put on the internet. Some stuff I just have to keep private. Some stuff is like, when I tell y'all, So one day I was sitting down, just talking to my girlfriend, right, one day. This is before we moved. This was like maybe a couple years ago, right? And so like, she said she was on Facebook, and one day she just got a message. I didn't even know nothing about this. I didn't know until like maybe a year later about this situation. So I guess she DM'd my girlfriend, asking her, do he take care of his kids? Because he doesn't take care of my son. Like trying to basically trying to see if I take care of my kids, or basically trying to ask her, trying to get questions out of her, whatever the case may be, like what kind of mess is that, and then when I asked her about it, talking about, I just wanted our kids to get to know, if that's the case, you would have been did that, you would have been trying to meet up with us, so the kids can know each other. You know how many times I asked her to come there, walk and pay for it or whatever. So many times, bro. So many times I wanted to see them meet each other. None of my kids never met my older son ever. Only thing they seen was pictures. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she wasn't trying to want our kids to meet. If that's the case, she would have said that when I try to come down for his birthday and stuff. It would have been cool then, but nah, she didn't do that though. So it was like, man, when I tell you this girl lied so bad, bro, it's like ridiculous. She always did little sneaky stuff that I just never understood. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just try to keep my distance away from people like that. People like that you can never trust. So I just keep my distance. I stay out the way. Whenever my son is ready to talk, I just tell him the truth about everything. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically what's been going on the whole time. I've been dealing with this for some years, bruh. Sometimes it gets real stressful, but I make it look easy, but I really be stressing sometimes, man. Cause I be like, why would somebody want to do that? But it's all good though. It is all good. One day people gonna get that karma though, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Hope y'all enjoying this story time. And it's crazy that, you know what I'm saying, she always wanna, she tell, when I say, she tell her parents everything, bro. She does. Hey, y'all met somebody that tell everything, every single detail. Like, what? I never understand why people do that. I never go to my parents about my relationship. I always keep my relationships private from my family. I never, if I'm dating, I never go to my parents to be like, man, my girlfriend is tripping. I never do that. Cause I feel like it's none of their business. It's just, especially if a person is dealing with me, I would never just go to my family about that. I can never do that. I'm just a very private person, you know. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Ain't no so crazy, right? Soon as I moved back to North Carolina, right? I noticed like when I get something, I check my Facebook and I see people just unfollowing me on Facebook. That's when I knew. That she told all her friends about what really happened. Which I don't care, but you're not hurting my feelings because I never was y'all friends anyway. Y'all was fake anyway if you tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? Y'all only follow me because of her. Let's be real. I didn't ask y'all to follow me. Like, that ass. Like, petty stuff like that. I just never understand. It's so weird to me. I just never said, man, I used to get like voicemails from her sister. When I say, she used to leave voicemails. She used to leave voicemails on my phone. Used to text my phones all the time of the night. I'd be asleep. Like, be texting me about my son at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be asleep. She used to do that. Yo, I had to tell the judge one time, like, she just be blowing me up in the middle of the night out of nowhere. It'd be a whole argument for nothing. Like, I had to tell the judge this, bro. Like, literally, she be calling my phone, texting me, waking me up out of my sleep. This was before my youngest son was born. This was like a couple years before that. When I say I dealt with a lot of stuff with this girl, bro, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff is really facts. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reason this is the main reason why I don't message her, because I just said it actually happened. So if y'all enjoyed this story time, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and see y'all later.